Good news, everyone. I have returned. Hello, back at it again. Ron's hosting another contest. In all seriousness, though, this time around, the challenge is take one of his unevolved Pokemon and evolve it. Look, I did what I did. He gave us a list of 10, and since I really didn't know anything else, I just did that. Also, these designs took like a day or two because I already had designs that fit them, ironically. Yeah, weirdly enough, these were pretty much just taking designs already in my drafts and just altering them a bit. Anyway, let's get into it. First up, in one of the 2 entries out of the 4 in this video that I actually submitted, I evolved Spryon, basically his attempt at the smallest Pokemon ever. It's based on ions, it's electric. I said, why not take something tiny and make it big? But that's not all I did, of course. I'm a bit more complicated than that, please. But anyway, I also mixed in, because, you know, I'm making it really big, Tesla Tower. Or I guess its proper name would be Wardenclyffe Tower in New York. Basically, Nikola Tesla early experimental wireless transition station. It was built by Nikola Tesla, experimentation, and for all we know, it possibly could have worked. I don't think it was ever actually completed, but my point still stands. It's a historical building within New York, and well, it's a giant tower made to produce electrical transmissions. You know, wireless transitions. And you know, Tesla, kind of the guy that is associated with electricity. You can see the idea, right? And because of how the tower worked, as well as Tesla's method of electricity, Spryon looks like it's shooting electricity out and can't completely control where it goes, because that's kind of the whole thing. Of course, I still kept Spryon's face, you know, it's happy, because big electric thing, and because I said why not, it evolves with a Thunderstone. I'm keeping it pure electric because, you know, why not? It's based on Tesla electricity. Like, if I was gonna add another type, it would be steel, but there was really nothing that screamed that, and just electric made perfect sense. It really is just taking something small and making it big. Previously, it was a small little ion. Now it's a gigantic flux of electricity, meant to represent Tesla Tower, because towers are massive. Look, no one ever accused me of being a genius, but I think this is pretty good. Will I make it into his video? Chances are, no. Did I put forth my best foot? You could argue probably not, but oh well, I think I did. Moving on. Now there's one design I did that I knew I could not submit because it would certainly piss off Ron to a massive extent. And if I want in the video, I ain't doing that. But basically, take Huddleth, 2 rock penguins, and just give the rock penguins a baby. Like literally, just mousehold it. And the reason I just thought about the mousehold thing in the first place was just simply because of the way emperor penguins stand when they have an egg or a baby. They stand like statues, walking with their feet moving very shuffly. They are kind of statue-ish. So, I mean, it wasn't really too much of a stretch. And once again, this isn't the one I submitted because, well, I definitely would have gotten a strongly worded email. And if you're curious, yes, I am smirking. The fact that I considered sending this, oh boy, I would have either started the biggest drama in the community for the year, or a shadow ban from ever ending up in anything of his. Either way, can't say it wasn't interesting. But moving on to my actual Huddleth submission. So there's this one mountain in Antarctica. It's famously called the Pyramid because it's, well, from top down, it looks vaguely like a pyramid. And while this is due to natural ice erosion, it doesn't mean it's not fun. And like, it's not a pyramid because like, it's not equal sides, it's not all of that, but I cannot deny that it is interesting. And I mean a giant statue huddle of penguins becoming just a giant pile of rocks with little penguin heads popping out. I couldn't pass that up. And, as I mentioned previously, the Antarctic Pyramid, the mountain, was formed by ice erosion and glaciers. It's incredibly interesting, please check it out. But what that does mean is that ice is responsible for this vaguely pyramid-looking mountain, and penguins just so happen to live in ice in Antarctica. You can see where I made the connection, right? And yeah, the pyramid is more Aztec in design, but come on. I didn't want to use the Egyptian pyramids and like Aztec. It allowed me to do just lines and blocks, which fit much better with Huddleth. Also, as you probably noticed, I was originally gonna have like the one head with the, I guess like white hat be on the top, but I decided the one with the macaroni hair would be on top just because I wasn't so sure about how the hair looked, and figured switching them might alleviate that. It changed to rock ice because, you know, I kind of already explained that. Actually, was it rock ice before? I'm not really looking at it and I don't quite care enough to go look, but either way, it's ice rock. And both my actual submissions are tied together by them being some less obvious historical monuments and interesting things, with Wardenclyffe Tower, Tesla Tower, and the Pyramid in Antarctica. As a little duo, their inspirations complement each other pretty well. Also, both going from relatively small to average, becoming giant behemoths. These two really do work pretty well in tandem. And then finally, Specialotl, which is Ron making a Pokemon that's only special defense. Like, quite literally with this one, I don't have a speed paint because all I did was literally just make the water hands bigger and flip the guy upside down. Like, that's it. That's this guy's evolution. Sorry if you think the ending's anticlimactic, but like, water psychic, special defense, just giant hands. Hey, at least the little guy's cute. Well, I think that's where I'm gonna call it quits for today. See y'all when I see ya. Anyway, this is Jay, signing away. Forever and always. Bye-bye.